What's going on, beautiful folks? Welcome to Mornings with Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist, me. Um, this morning we're going to be talking about 5 things that you do not need from a narcissist. That's what I said. 5 things you don't need. You do not need. And these 5 things, they're not going to be in any specific order. You just don't need them. Well, one of them has like a small caveat. There's one with some nuance. I'm gonna save that one for last. It's not. It doesn't rank it. I'm still not ranking it. I'm just putting it at last. Um. So out of these 5 things, the first thing that you do not need, don't DON apostrophe T need from a narcissist is closure. There, I said it. I said it. You do not need closure from a narcissist. So many people just, I just feel like we just need to sit down one last time and hash things out so we can end on a good note. Blah, 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 boo, 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 beep, beep, beep. Like either from either side of it, the word closure does not need to exist in your vocabulary when you're getting out of or leaving a toxic relationship dynamic with a narcissistic person, right? Closure from your side or closure from their side, because y'all watch any of my videos, I tell you, if a narcissist is asking you for closure, it means that they want to keep the relationship open. It means they want to keep things moving. It means that they don't think the relationship has reached its conclusion. It means that they want to see you face to face so they feel like they can manipulate you a little bit more. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that they want you. It doesn't mean that it does mean that they want you, but it doesn't mean that they want like actual closure. So closure does not need to exist in leaving or like getting out of a toxic relationship. Eliminate that word from your vocabulary. It will it will save you time, effort, energy. It'll save you so much. So the first thing, and not ranked, is closure. The second thing that I have here that you do not need from a narcissist is an apology. I just did a very on my podcast, I did a video about not needing apologies from a narcissist or and things like that, because so many people, this holds so many people in this one space. It holds you here in this one, like it doesn't allow you to move on. You're like, I just need them to apologize for the stuff that they did. You don't need it. You might want it, but you don't need it. You might want them to apologize, but you do not need them to apologize to you. Like what I know some people like they might not have ever said the words "I'm sorry" to you throughout the entirety of the relationship. And even if they did say "I'm sorry," was it accompanied by consistent change behavior or consistent changed actions? If not, then they didn't mean it anyway. Narcissistic, like it's empty calories. A narcissistic apology, an apology from a narcissist is just like a beer. It's empty calories, provides you no energy. I know so many people don't understand the dynamics of a real apology, because real authentic apologies require genuine remorse, and they require specificity. They have to admit to what they've done wrong, and they also require um, changed behavior. So you're not going to get all three of those things from a narcissist. So you do not need an apology, because it is holding you there. It's keeping you stuck where you are right now, right? So you don't need one. You want it, but you don't need one to absolutely set you free within these spaces in these relationship dynamics, right? You don't need one. You want it, like I said, but you don't need it. Um, the next thing I have on here that you do not need from a narcissist is to be friends. You don't need friendship from a narcissist. I know so many people will be like, well, Lee, why can't adults be friends? Adults can be friends. Yeah, adults can be friends. Genuine adults that end the relationship from a place of compassion. Maybe we just grew apart. There's been no abuse. Maybe we just like we were better off as friends and things like that. No, narcissistic people are not genuine adults. Why? Like, let me ask you this right here. Why would you want to be friends with somebody who abused you in a relationship? Why would you want to be friends with somebody who abused you and treated you horribly in a relationship? A person that you can't trust, a person that might have cheated on you, a person that might have put their hands on you. You want to be friends with that? You'll be friends with that type of person right there that would put you through the horrible stuff. You want to be friends with somebody you cannot trust? I know some people out here. in order to get free from them, you might have to offer friendship to them or agree to friendship for them just to have them set you free, and then you can go no contact. That's why I get it from a safety perspective sometimes, but overall life thing, no, you don't have to be friends with somebody who abuse you. You just do not have to do that. I'm not an ardent believer of being with somebody that abuse you being friends with somebody that abuse you through a relationship. And and also some narcissists will offer you friendship at the end. Maybe we can be friends. They'll come to you like they're the adult in the room and say, well, maybe we can be friends. And. Yeah, narcissists want to be your friends because they want access to you. They want access to your life. Even if we're not going to be in an intimate relationship, I still want / need some type of access to your life or to your space. So I'm going to feign friendship. I'm going to ask you for friendship because I know at the end of the day, that's going to benefit me in some way, shape, or form. So again, you don't need friendship from them. You might want it because some of them will offer it to you. Some of them absolutely offer you friendship, right? But like I said, you don't need it because they'll just abuse it's kind of like they abuse the friendship. They'll still be trying to sleep with you. They'll still be trying to get in part of your life, still ask you who you're dating, ask you who you talk to. They'll do all this type of stuff just to mess with you because that's what they enjoy. Friendship is not a necessity here. You don't need to be friends with them. So that's why I would say that right there. Or you don't need their friendship from their side either. What number? 3. The fourth thing is you don't need to see them get their karma. I know there's so many people out there who think that they need to see the karma. I just want to see them get their karma. Do they ever get their karma, Lee? I just need to know, Lee. Tell me right now, do they ever get their karma? And I have to tell you, they get their karma, but you might not be around to see it, and you have to be okay with not being around to see them get their karma. Because again, that's another one of those things that can keep you stuck for a very long time. Waiting to see them get their karma can keep you absolutely stuck right where you are right now. And there's no you can't heal waiting on them to get their karma. Because you feel like, oh, I can't leave until they get it. And I can't leave until I see it. I can't leave until I absolutely see them get wrecked or lose their job or lose their new relationship fall apart. I cannot leave. I cannot be done until I see it. No, you don't need that, y'all. I'm just telling you, you really do not need that. You don't need to see them get their karma because you'll be in this holding pattern, waiting for a very long time for them to do that, waiting for a very long time. Or you might not ever see it. They get their karma. You just don't need to be around to see it. You don't need to be around just I need to see it. I need it, Lee. I just need to see them get their karma. They get it. You just might not be around to see it. You might be living your life to its fullest extent, and they're on the other side of the world getting karma. That karma is chasing them around, right? And the last thing that I put down here that you do not need. You remember at the beginning, I said if there's some nuance to this last one right here. You might want to put an asterisk beside this one right here, right? Because I feel like the fifth thing you do not need from a narcissist, right, is your stuff back. You know what I'm saying? As I said, there is a small nuance to this right here. Your stuff back could include money, whatever it is, your couches, whatever it is, y'all. But this is why I say the nuance comes into play. How important is that stuff to you? If you've moved out or they've moved out or something like that, and they have something of yours and you feel like that stuff is keeping you stuck, ask yourself how important that stuff is to you. Do you absolutely need that stuff? Because it can and it will keep you right where you are. It can and it will absolutely keep you stuck. It just will. To ask yourself how important that stuff is. Sometimes I tell people, I'm like, what kind of stuff do they have? They have one of my coats that I had just bought. They got some old panties or some boxers with my old boxers that I had for 10 years. They're special boxers. They got holes in them. They don't fit anymore. I just like wearing them because they're comfortable. I like that type of stuff that's replaceable that you can replace. You might have to write it out. I call it I call it the freedom tax. There could be a freedom tax associated with it. This is freedom tax. Well, you think they'll pay me back my $500? Some of them will offer you a $20 a month payment plan. Is that worth the $20 a month worth of keeping them in your life? Because some of them will keep that's the reason some of them will keep your stuff, because they want to remain in your life. They want you to reach out. And some of them will leave their stuff behind, right? and try to treat you like a storage center, try to treat you like a U-Haul place, or one place you go in there and train your boxes out and stuff like that. They'll treat you like that. You don't want to be treated like a U-Haul place. You don't want to be treated like that. So just like I said, you don't necessarily need your stuff back. I mean, again, there's some nuance to it. Like I said, how important is this stuff? How expensive is this stuff? Is it replaceable? Is it irreplaceable? Like, is it like some ashes or an urn or photo? Something important. Yeah, go get your stuff. Or get the law involved. Get the law involved. If it's important stuff or expensive stuff, you gotta get the law involved, because they can help you out at the end of the day. Like, so, anyway, y'all, those are the top five things that I could think of that I wrote down when I was doing my little work and whatnot. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Like I said, if you don't already, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel and whatnot. Helps reach more people. And like I said, check out joining one of the support groups, taking one of my courses. You can find everything at courses.mentalhealness.net. As always, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in, and Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.